Hi, and welcome to a Friday edition of Autoweek TV. In a minute, we'll give you a tour of the fascinating Milhous Brothers collection in Florida that's headed for the auction block later this month, so hang in there. Now, let's take a look at the news. Fiat is delaying a program to build a baby Jeep in Europe. It's tapping the brakes so that it can expand the plant in Italy to boost production. But the delay also helps Fiat slow down its spending. The new Jeep, known inside Fiat as the B SUV, will be smaller than the current Compass and Patriot, and it will be sold in the US. A version wearing the Fiat badge will also be sold in Europe. This new Jeep will ride on a widened version of Fiat's small platform. The Fiat 500L that debuts next month in Geneva is the first vehicle to use this small, wide platform. Speaking of auto shows, the Chicago show gets rolling next week. Here's some info on a couple of debuts. First, Mazda will never forget that the Miata Roadster first debuted at the Chicago Auto Show in 1989. Since then, it has used Chicago to roll out various enhancements. This year, Mazda will use the show to debut the MX-5 Special Edition. You get your choice of red or white exterior color, along with a contrasting black folding hardtop. Other changes include 17-inch wheels and some unique trim for the interior. It's a 2012 model, so it will be in showrooms soon. Volkswagen is also making a splash in Chicago, debuting the diesel-powered version of the redesigned Beetle. Under the hood is a turbocharged 2-liter oil burner rated at 140 horsepower and 236 pounds-feet of torque. VW says the diesel Beetle should get around 29 miles per gallon in city driving and 39 mpg on the highway. It goes on sale later this year. Brothers Bob and Paul Milhous have spent a lifetime collecting cars, gas station memorabilia, and vintage musical instruments. Now it's time for much of the collection to find new homes. RM and Sotheby's will stage an auction later this month in Florida, and here's a preview of what will cross the auction block.
To walk through the Milhous Museum is to be stunned. It's an extraordinary experience. Everybody should appreciate it.
This is our 5th museum that Paul and I have put together, and it houses our collection of band organs, theater organs, automobiles.
Back over here is what we call Gasoline Alley, and that's where we have the gas pumps, the dealer signs, the neon, and some of the 50s cars.
Every facet of musical and car collecting that we could stuff into this big toy box. This band organ is my favorite piece in the whole collection. This is a very early model and a very rare model of what Ruth made. It was made in 1903, and there's only 3 of them known to exist in the world. It's a completely restored instrument, and we just love to hear it play.
Whenever we turn this machine on, there's a big hush comes over the thing, and everybody listens. This particular instrument was built in 1913, recently restored. It was made by Hupfeld in the Black Forest in Germany.
This is a 1958 Pontiac Bonneville 2-door hardtop tri-power with great factory options, including a pull-out radio. So if you were taking it to the beach, you could pull the radio out of the dashboard, go to the beach, listen to some tunes, put the radio back into the dash, and cruise on home. The car next to me is a 1912 Oldsmobile Limited 5-passenger fit. Very, very rare automobile in extremely amazing condition. The important thing about these automobiles in the Milhous Brothers collection is the quality and condition of the cars. They've only purchased the best of the best.
I'm looking at the Wurlitzer theater organ. This organ's unique because it's got 12 tuned bird whistles and tuned sleigh bells. Started life as a 12-rank organ. It's now a 30-rank. This particular organ was built for Rudolf Wurlitzer's mansion. It's just a great mellow-sounding organ.
Whenever they refer to the Milhous Brothers and the musical collection they always say they have a Weber Maestro. This particular one was built in 1922. There are still like 7 of them still around. It's equal to a 24-piece orchestra. It would have been at a very sophisticated location, this major hotel, major dining room in Europe. This is the ultimate in the mechanical musical instrument. This is 50 years of collections that Bob and I have been collecting, the musical as well as the automotive stuff. Bob and I are very excited about the upcoming sale in February.
I think it was an extraordinary achievement to put this museum together. I think it's going to be a wonderful privilege for people to see it before it's dispersed, and I think it's going to be an even greater privilege to own some of these wonderful objects.
Now, I love the car stuff, but those vintage player pianos are just as cool. That wraps up another week. Enjoy the warm weather, or the snow if you have it, and get out there and enjoy the drive.
Be sure to catch all the latest car enthusiast news at Autoweek.com, in Autoweek magazine, and on Autoweek's iPad edition.